So, furries. They are certainly an interesting group of people with a very certain reputation, both in real life and on Vrchat. But what's truly behind the smoke and mirrors? What is an actual majority of the group actually like? No camera chicks, they're rage bait. So that's what I, the almighty Cam, set out to do. Now, as you'd likely expect with the creaking of my chair, the interviews were pretty long, so I'm gonna try to essentially boil it down to just the answers, cut out all the small talk and make sure we just get straight into our meat and vegetables. So, I asked 5-ish questions, which you can just read my notes on screen now if you really want to. And, yeah, I'm gonna just get right into it, starting with interview 1, Tricks. Dun dun dun. So, for the uninformed in the audience, Tricks is my friend and tomfoolery partner. Now, you may recognize him from my first video. Yes, it's the same guy. And apparently, he is in fact a very. So, we did the interview, and like the goat he is, of course he gave some nice answers.
Yeah.
So we've established you are a furry. You're part of the community, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so, general introduction stuff. If you want to say anything to the camera, which I think should be somewhere over there. I can't see. I have the eyesight of a fucking carrot. Is there any kind of introduction you want to do?
Sorry, that just caught me off guard.
It's all...
I go by Cody on most, platforms and everything, and my main
Tight.
Vrchat account. I don't have any socials really. I've got a I've got a YouTube that I upload stuff. I'll plug that real quick if I can remember the at.
Yeah, no. And if anything, I can add it in post anyway, so I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I fucking hate the camera system on VRChat, dude. Genuinely. Oh my god.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of, different kind of aspects to the community, but the reason I'm in it is mainly just the people, I guess. They're just, understanding, accepting people. They don't take shit from anyone. They're just being themselves, to the fullest.
So,
Just
next.
unapologetically themselves, yeah. So, basically, it's just kind of like, socializing, but without, having to go to a specific place and a specific event or anything. As degenerate as it sounds, it is, it's just like a social media, basically. This game's kind of more social media than it is a game.
Yeah,
But,
I see that.
it's basically just a place for people to be themselves.
Like I said, yeah, it's more of a zoo for most people than it is a game to an extent. You watch it and you go, oh, look at that, and then you go on with your day.
Yeah, I guess in some ways.
I mean, yeah, at least that's how I see it personally. I know a lot of people who see it otherwise. Some people see it as a place they can go to just talk shit to whoever they feel like, because, ooh, anonymity, ooh, I'm buying
Well,
username,
that's,
man.
yeah. Well, that's one of the bad things is, people who kind of hide behind that anonymity.
Yeah, I'd imagine
and
too
just
with
do whatever they want.
like big YouTubers like Proximity Chat, Maso Mayo, Raggrave, the works. It's gotten a bit worse, especially since they started like blowing up.
Yeah. Well, there's people that want to be like them, but like kind of translate that into
sorry, I had to throw a jab. I had to say it. Just like you.
I mean, I think the thing that yeah, no, I can get that. I think the thing that like separates what I'm trying to do from all the other people who think that they're the next like big YouTuber or something is they all just interpret the trolling as, oh, I can take the piss out of people who are different than me. And, just go into worlds and shout the N-word or something.
Hey guys, Editor Cam here. It's midnight and I'm editing this, and I am just now realizing I never asked Tricks the 4th question. So, we're just gonna imagine that it didn't happen. Trust.
There's no interview videos up there yet, since, it takes a surprising amount of time to get enough footage, but, if you want to look and see that I'm not just trolling, it's your call. Let's start with, general introductions, small talk, whatever your choice of word may be. If either one of you wants to start, names, personas, pronouns, just for my sake, so I don't, misuse them, all that type of shit. If one of y'all wants to start us off, I can even start us off if you don't feel comfortable.
I mean,
I don't care. Who
just
goes first?
Astro. I don't really care.
Don't worry, this is normal. I'm fucking used to
I'm
people
not
not knowing
built.
what to say.
I'm not built any other way. Just he him. It's fine.
All right.
I'm Doom. I use they them.
All right.
My
Good to know for me
my
then.
yeah. My main persona is a Triceratops, and her name's Capri Sun.
All right, cool as fuck. Capri-Suns are fucking goated, dude. Those are so good. You can summarize it as long as possible.
For me, I would say it's a lot of people yelling at you if you just leave your avatar on. I have a different avatar that I use when I'm not. Like, in a furry instance, a lot of the time, it's just a kaik, which is a type of parrot, and it has slappy feet. So,
I think I know which one you're talking about. The giant fucking parrot with the feet that go like 7 miles an hour.
Yeah, So, I leave it on a lot of the time because at that point I don't care. But I don't know. For me, the whole reason why I'm part of this fandom is because I enjoy the art and I enjoy creating the art.
And Astro?
I mean, I don't really do this stuff IRL. I'll just do it in Vrchat. I just like the characters. They're very creative.
Alright.
You get a lot of trolls, be like, why you female, this and that, or why you furry? All this crap.
Okay.
The downs and the upsides. I think the upsides is assuming you're finding the right people. They're very accepting. They don't really judge you. Again, assuming you're finding the right people. The downside is obviously trolls. They like to accuse you of things, and there is a lot of drama in the community. You gotta really avoid.
Alright,
I wouldn't say certain people, but you gotta avoid certain aspects and behavioral aspects of other people. Just gotta carry yourself appropriately.
So when you say carry yourself appropriately, you mean like to the point where you have to kind of walk on eggshells, or more just like don't be a general nuisance?
To an extent, yeah. Unless you have a really good closed netted friend group, if you're in one of the bigger communities, you got to be very careful what you do. Yeah. At least based on my experience, not to blanket any.
Well, yeah. The point is to blanket
that's just
everything.
my experience.
Yeah, the point is to kind of blanket one person's experience over just everyone's.
Yeah. The moment you say one wrong word, or even one troll gets a little thing about you, it can spiral pretty quickly. That's the biggest negative I have faced, personally.
And Doomsage, your opinion?
For me, I feel like it's very similar. I really enjoy the creativity, seeing all the different kinds of avatars that people create and all that. And then also, like, I see that in real life because I actually go to conventions, and like meetups and stuff. But for me, there's also like another added layer to the trolls because I have a very feminine sounding voice. So they will be like, "Oh, you're a woman and you're a furry, pick a struggle." And it's just like excessive garbage that they just regurgitate. Like, all the trolls have like the same 5 lines. And it's just the same thing over and over again. Then they block. Like, you block them, and they're like, as you block them, they're like, "Oh, look, they're blocking me, they're blocking me." And I'm like, yeah, you're being annoying.
But is it genuinely
Listen,
that much
you're
of a
not gonna
concern?
offend me.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to. I try to
not
be like
easily offended
as
either.
general and like nice as
You
possible.
want to ask
when
the
I'm
hard
doing
question? This is the conversations you need to have. Have the conversations that going to make you uncomfortable. Don't.
Oh no, I'm not
soften up
uncomfortable
the
with these questions. I just try to
'cause
word
you're
it
afraid of
nicely.
it. Oh no, I mean, me personally, I can't say for doing, but Me personally, you could ask me any hard questions
Okay,
you want.
so
I don't care.
do you genuinely
mean,
feel
I'm
like
the
it's
same
that much
way.
bullshit where
Direct
you
fire
have
them.
to just
I don't even
walk on
care.
eggshells around everybody then? I'm just gonna ask it how it is then, since you're
Not well. Well, okay. When you say everybody, what group are you
like
referring
not
to? Are
like
you group?
how you said unless you're in a tight knit group. If you're not out, if you're outside of those tight knit groups where you know you can like where you know your bounds, like where what you can and can't say around them, do you
Yes.
feel like it's to the
Yes.
point where you
Yeah,
could have to walk on
you
eggshells?
don't know if you're gonna find
Yeah.
somebody like
So,
Sappho.
Ew.
there's an example I
Yeah.
could give. I'm not going to say the group, but there's a group. They operate under under their group rules, Vrchat wise specifically. They say they're 16 plus, but if the moment you whip out an avatar that is a bikini, that's not appropriate. And I'm like, so you're telling me 16-year-olds are not supposed to see bikinis?
They can't go to
Okay,
a
that
pool.
they can't go to a beach. Like what?
Are they all Mormons
So
or
I was
something?
just like completely flabbergasted. I was like, no, there was no nip slips or anything like that. It was just like,
Nothing NSFW.
so you just don't like bikinis? Like, oh no, it wasn't anything
Yeah,
NSFW.
I'd
It's like,
imagine.
so
You
you're
don't really
telling
just
me
whip that
children
out.
just don't go to like the beach or anything? Like, not even children, but this group operates
Beaches
16
are not
plus.
age restricted.
I'm like, what?
Crazy work, dude.
Like that's the eggshell type thing you walk on because you know
There's
16
another
plus.
different layer of
What?
eggshells to walk on too.
Yeah, you can
With
comment on that. Yeah.
yeah. So like there's lots of different types of furries and specifically certain kinds of furries are exiled from the community.
Oh, like Hero the Wolf, Sappho, that kind of stuff.
Kiro, Sappho. Currently there's discourse going
Chat,
on with a guy named
I know the
Boof.
lore because I watched Turkey
Oh
Tom, I
god.
promise.
Yeah, Boof. Boof the
Oh
bear.
god.
But yeah, so because of that, you never really know what like people you're gonna find, especially on VRChat, where like I seem to find the worst kind of people because they're
Lord.
hiding behind this avatar that they can just like be like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna be the worst kind of person and no one can stop me because nobody knows me.
Sappho.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
something in my
mean,
throat.
we can follow up on that a little bit. It's not so much that the community's bad. There are just a couple bad eggs and actors that stand out more so than your average
Oh yeah, for
person.
sure. I know that.
Um,
That's like for sure. Yeah.
I think that's
You
the
have to move off
bigger
the chair.
problem, and I think that's why a lot of
Fucking
other
my
people
chair.
get that way because they see that bad side more so than the good side. Like them,
Normal
you,
people.
me. Well, maybe not you, but
Normal
you get my
people.
point.
The
Friends of
people.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else to say before I move on, or you want to just keep this breakneck pace?
I think that was the end of
All right,
my
cool.
statement. At least it's gonna get fucked up real quick.
Like
it took me a
well,
while to find any furry friends.
hold on. Well, technically, it also depends on how old you sound and what avatar you're using.
like I said, let's just use me as an example. In the same Garfield avatar, same voice.
You might get some shit, but not a whole lot.
Probably.
But you will get some shit. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's natural. Natural selection, right? Or
I
not?
don't
Is
really
that
know
it's called?
what kind of shit, but yeah, you would get something going on there.
Yeah. I always ask this question just because it's a surprising amount where I hear people kind of double back on their own statements where they're like, "Oh yeah, VR chat, everyone if you're a furry, you basically just constantly get shit from what they say." And then when I pull out that question, even if I explain it like further, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely a safe space," which is why I usually ask it at this point because it's more of a see if people backtrack on their own words just to make it seem better than it is. So
I'm not gonna lie to you, this shit sucks sometimes.
What was the question? Wait, what's the question?
like,
What?
is VR chat a safe place for like new furries if they're
Fuck
just
no.
not learning about this type of shit?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I've
VRChat's the
figured out.
worst.
It's only
Yeah.
air quotes safe if you have your own friends that's not in a public instance and or rocking their own server / group. Now, if you're just like diving in head first, you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you're gonna get cooked.
You know, I feel like the interaction we had directly before we spent 12 minutes trying to get into this podcast room kind of proved that it's for us. Like a giant
almost
person
went
trying to
cooked,
be
yeah, it did.
Trump and a Roblox character were just like borderline harassing you guys
Pretty
for like
much.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
Immediately almost went south, yeah.
Yeah, that was. I feel like that kind of says a whole
That's
lot more
normally what
than it needs
happens.
to.
Things like that. Between
Yeah.
trolls and things like that. People trying to scam. I've never
Also, want to give a giant shout out to Ori Wicker. I think that's how you pronounce the guy's name. He helped me find and set me up with these next fine gentlemen we're going to be interviewing in the video. So, big special thanks to him. Big sloppy toppies, all that.
I don't like too often hang out in these public worlds, but like the couple interviews that I have gotten, I don't really care about it. The trolling gets a little annoying, but most of the time you can just mute trolls and it's no problem. Like, if anything, get more creative with the trolling, because running around and like calling people faggots gets old really quick. But I don't really care for the most part. Just learn also who you're trolling before you troll, because sure, there's a lot of fucking weird furries on here, and keep trolling those guys because they're fucking degenerates. But like us, we're just regular people, and we just happen to be furries, right? So like, we're kind of like the same people. You're just on a desktop and don't really understand we're just using different avatars. So like, why the fuck are you trolling us? Kind of thing.
Wait, what?
But I don't really care for the most part.
It's nice. It's like a fun hobby in a way, really, because it allows you to be kind of fun and be yourself a bit, but it can be kind of annoying. Knowing as people kind of just shit on us endlessly for like the couple bad people. that
Yeah,
happen to be
exactly.
furries. Like, it's fun and it's honestly kind of great, but it's also really annoying when you get shit on for like something you didn't even do.
Yeah, exactly. It's like being racist. Couple people in that race who did some shitty thing. Like it can be applied to anything really, like racism. What's the like weird term that the furry community made up for like homophobia? But for okay, whatever. Like
Anti-furries or
like
some shit.
homophobia. Yeah, exactly. Anti-furs. Right?
Furrophobia.
It can be applied to anything, right? Furphobia. Yeah, I guess.
I think that's the actual term
Yeah,
too.
it
I
really
think I've heard that one.
Is it?
I think I've heard people
Yeah,
say
I
it.
don't really care enough for it. So.
Me neither, man. It's fucking confusing for me.
Alright, let me start this off. Worst part, how sexual the community is. It's fucking terrible.
Yes.
And I hate it.
Absolutely.
That's a new one.
It's just okay. You only really
This might just be
see it
Vrchat culture.
Yeah, you only really see it when you become one, but oh my god, it is terrible, and it's like it takes away from the innocence of it. It's like if you think about it, it's just really fun and innocent to do, but then everyone makes it sexual, and it's just like, okay, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like you can't really avoid it as a furry. It's just really annoying. That's definitely
I
the
think-
worst part
yeah.
of the community.
It's kind of like it is Vrchat generally too, because on an online
Yes.
platform, everyone's wanting to be the best they can and looking physically, right? So obviously, people who create like these avatar bases, like they try to make them as fucking attractive as they can, and that's the truth, right? So
Yeah.
that sexual nature in the game and like the community just tends to come out, right? People want to
Like-
fuck each
like, you
other's
think people
avatars
are
for
this
some
curvy
fucking
out now?
reason.
No,
Yeah,
most
no,
people-
fuck no.
Well, I
That's
mean,
a
like,
very
no.
new one for me. I haven't heard that. I mean, I've heard a lot of, oh, the trolls, oh, the bad people of the community make the whole community look weird. I've
Yeah,
never
there's
heard
trolls,
of.
but you can avoid the trolls.
I've never heard. I've seen people get like, all worked up, get their cocks out, panties in a twist, whatever term you have, over furries. But I've never heard of it being like a genuine problem. I thought it was only like in those small spaces.
I mean, it's not like a public thing, but like when you have friend groups of furries and you're hanging out in a like private world, like I've got a group of friends on here, right? Large group of friends here. The majority of them are like they've been in relationships, probably fucked each other, like
Probably
it's a very common thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sadly that's a common thing with this game in particular. VRChat is like
Yeah, it might just be VR
probably
chat,
one of the
but
best
like
games I know because it's great for meeting people and it's just great for doing shit in general and just having a fun
peak social
time. But
experience.
But everyone wants
it's
to
also
fuck.
the worst because of all the crap that goes down in this game. There's a reason it's got its reputation.
I've seen so much drama surrounding this game. Hell, I've even been involved in some, and it is
I know.
like, it's fucking wild, dude. That's
really
why
is.
even I say it myself like frequently. I treat this game more like a social experiment and like a zoo than I do an actual game. I'm just here to witness.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't get involved. I just witness and talk to people. But that's
Yeah, that's good.
that's like I've heard of, the whole sex in VR chat is a really like troubling issue in past, but I've never heard of it being like genuinely like an issue other than just like, oh yeah, those people are weird. So that's a very
It
new
kind of like
insight.
I mean it's kind of a mix.
like-
It's like
I mean, you have
it's
that
not
in
like a
every
problem,
community.
but like it's like really annoying, and it's a I don't know about
Right.
you. I assume you're the same, but I try to stay away from that stuff as much as possible, because like
Yeah.
it's just weird as shit. But like you get so exposed to it, like it's fucking
It's like
no way around it.
you see it in every community. Obviously, there's gonna be something sexual about some sort of community for whatever reason, but like as a furry, it's like it's so normalized, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah. So the good things, because we were just shitting on this, because you said what's the upsides? The
It's cute.
community. The community is fucking awesome. Also, the avatars look fucking awesome. As someone who's a furry, like I don't have the money for one of those
Really,
big
you're a
fursuits,
furry?
and I mean they're kind of
Would have never guessed.
really. Yeah,
Well,
I know
we couldn't
that's
have possibly
wild.
guessed that one.
But like fursuits are expensive if you want to be like your character persona, which is a genuinely wholesome thing. You can't really do that in real life if you don't have the money. And I mean, on here you get like a secondhand quest 2 or some shit. Hop on here, you can be anything you want to be, right? Furries are
nice,
very
at least on
expressive,
here,
right?
It's a
When you ignore the
kinda
sex
way to,
stuff,
like,
it's a great community.
in a way, it's kind of like exploring yourself for who you are. You know, as a furry, you can make a persona, and then it's like all about you. You do whatever the fuck you want with it. Cool.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Express yourself the way you want. It's all about personal expression, and that's a huge misconception.
It's okay. You just gotta know who you're talking to.
Yeah,
Really.
treat this like a game. Don't treat it like real life. Like if I go up to somebody, don't like be how do I put it? Don't give away your personal information, of course, right? Like that's a given. But like, yeah, don't be
Dude,
stupid.
I have a
mean,
shirt. I'm
furry or
even
not,
joking,
like,
Sorry, continue.
huh? No, you.
Me
go
too,
ahead.
Jenny Bear. You're just let me
I have
through.
a shirt that says professional dumbass. I'm not even joking. I'm wearing it right now.
Damn, that's kind of real though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually real. But yeah, no, from what I've seen, it's like, surprisingly on here, a lot of people either take this game way too seriously or genuinely do not know Internet Safety 101, from at least what I've seen. I've seen people like straight up giving their full legal names and like addresses to people over this game. But I've also seen people be like,
I mean,
oh, you said clanker, the made-up word for a made-up species from a fictional show. You're getting banned. What the fuck, twin?
Oh my god.
Especially
That's
that
fucking
just
wild.
throws me off.
Stupid is, I mean, I get it. If you're an adult on this game, wanting to talk to other adults, but something I also find annoying as not quite an adult, it's kind of like discrimination being younger. If I'm being honest with
Oh
myself,
yeah, absolutely.
personal.
Wait, really? Elaborate, because the
Yeah,
only
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
there's
discrimination I've seen
total
is like those bar worlds.
there's people that are like,
age
if
discrimination.
you're not 18,
It's like a huge
fuck
thing.
off. I don't want to be your friend or something like that. Like,
Yeah, like, if you're under 18, do not interact. Which I mean can be understandable with certain people. If you're like a 40-year-old playing this game, which I mean is kind of weird, but like
At that
then
point,
again,
go
if you're
feed your
just in a
wife and
group
kids,
of
twin.
adult.
and I mean, I get it.
The
Like,
thing
some
is,
people are like
no,
scared
not
of...
necessarily, because some people have a social like friend group on here, even if they're fucking middle aged, right? Which is okay. You can remember this is a game. Sure, it's social and like mostly young people running around and fucking with each other, but like if you're an adult and if you're in a private world, do whatever the hell you want. Like have your friend group there, right? My friend fucking way too young to be in that group, but he got into a group of streamers and adults, and it's a whole bunch of like 20 to 40-year-olds, and they're all just hanging out having a good time. You know, it's this game is about having a good social experience, and some people want to divide that, right? And some people don't, and some people just
So, that's it. That's how I interviewed a bunch of furries. And the general answers that I got from most of them is it's a lot of bad, but also a lot of good. You know, the normal people in the community are very nice and chill, especially from what I've seen, even my own personal experience, right? But there's obviously the downsides. That's kind of why I wanted to jump into this. I know this video took a while. I'm sorry, but I went on vacation halfway through, and also, it just took a while to get all the footage and shit together. Yeah, no, thank you to everyone I interviewed. I'm gonna try to remember all the names off of memory here, because I don't have a script. Trix, obviously, the absolute GOAT. Then there was Doom, Astro, Code Eater, and Judgmental. Really appreciate you, as well as anyone else who didn't make it in the video due to technical limitations and also time limits. Yeah, no, appreciate you for watching. Like, sub, all that good shit. Hope you have a blessed day.